Hey gang, Eric here from Phys-Ed Health and Performance in New Milford, here with Maggie Merriweather,
Hello.
my dear friend that we went to school with.
But I don't remember you.
She doesn't remember me because I had really thick glasses and just crazy hair. Now I don't have glasses and I don't have hair. But that's beside the point, right?
Right.
But we started working together in 1996 at another health club,
yes,
local health club, where you did what?
Mostly STEP, but in my years of teaching fitness, I was certified in 1988 in college, and I taught everything. STEP, I remember those slides, and we had the slide exercise classes. I did water aerobics in the pool. I've done a little bit of everything, but right now here, I'm really enjoying spinning classes, and I also teach Payo, which is a combination of Pilates and yoga.
Excellent. But that's not it. What if I told you that she also has a master's in nutrition?
Yes.
Give me some feedback on that. What is that? When did that start?
That was after my undergrad. Back up a little bit. I went to college for health education, and I've been teaching health education.
Good subject matter.
For many, many years. I've taught every grade level, and my favorite though is high school, and I've been very blessed to be in high school for most of my career, currently at Ridgefield High School. And from there, I just got an interest when I was in college and teaching fitness classes. I got an interest in nutrition, and it was around 1996, I think, that I went back to school for my master's. And it was a very almost pre-naturopathic kind of program. It's not your traditional RD program at all. And we were really taught how to use food to heal and how to use food to prevent illness. And it's fascinating information, and it really opened my eyes to the food choices people really need to make themselves healthy.
I make some very poor food choices in my daily regimen, but we won't talk about that. That's a whole nother ballgame. That's why I'm waving off the crowd with my left hand. Do you find that, I already know the answer to this, but maybe the audience doesn't, in a health club setting where almost everybody is in here for weight loss is usually their primary thing. There are some people in here for weight gain and getting sound nutritional advice and better eating pattern and decreasing of inflammation, all that stuff. We'll talk about that later on. But the big one is most people are coming in here because they want to lose weight. Now, when you're in the building, we have control over exercise modality, time, duration, frequency, all that stuff, right? That's easy in class setting or in a weight training setting upstairs or downstairs. Cardio, we can control that, but nutrition, at least from a training standpoint, we can't really control that. That's where you come in, right? It's a huge portion of why everybody is walking in the front door, but not a lot of people are actually taking advantage of the knowledge that you would have, the knowledge that even the base knowledge that a trainer would have on just basic nutrition advice. How do you think we can get that general knowledge to the masses?
Well, one of the first things they can do is come and take my cleanse.
We'll talk about that too.
But I think people really need to be focused not so much on weight loss as they need to learn how to eat on a regular basis. I'm not a big fan of diets because people give up or they just go back to their old ways. When you learn how to eat just day to day, that's when you learn how to be healthy. And when you work out to be healthy, I think that's just a better mindset, better frame of mind to becoming at health from.
Yep.
And that's where I wish people would start rather than looking at the scale. With this cleanse, weight loss is a part of it, but it's not the purpose of it. Because when you learn how to eat, you don't have to count calories.
You keep mentioning this cleanse.
Yes.
Which we don't know about yet, but we will in a minute. One of the things that I found is if you can make even small changes, and they don't have to be the diet thing, because every day someone comes up to me and is like, what do you think about this diet? What do you think about that diet? What do you think about this diet? And there's hundreds of them out there. Any one of them would get you from point A to point B if you're going from a non-structured, eat whatever you want, to some structure. Anything would work. However, it's not sustainable. because you just can't eat like a caveman forever.
not
Nor
fun.
can you eat the Mediterranean diet forever, nor can you, because you will get kind of bored and the monotony is going to get to you. But from your background, just eating, making good food choices I think that's like the simplest way of doing it. I think that's why the detox that we did 2 years ago, I think it was,
Two or
it might have been 2 or 3 years ago. It was a Whole Foods Detox. It's things that you could just pick up at the grocery store. There wasn't any supplementation involved, although I've done those before, but they're super strict and they usually cost about $350, and it hits you like the flu for the first week, and it's there if need be, but it's not necessary. The goal of that is to not lose weight either. It's to detoxify your body using supplements, which is a whole different ballgame. This one is straight up simple and easy, which is going to be this detox right here that we're going to talk about. What is this detox? Now you probably can't read this, but I'll put it up on the screen, or I'll link it down below so you guys can see it. And then we'll also have it on our website.
Yes.
And it'll also be posted at the front desk when you check in at Phys-Ed.
Yes.
Excellent. So tell me about this.
It will begin March 20th. It's a Wednesday evening, and it'll be at 7 o'clock. It's a 28-day cleanse, and we sandwich 6 meetings around that 28-day
We can eat sandwiches?
cleanse. Well, no, there's...
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay.
It really eliminates the common inflammatory foods, and it, a lot of the fun stuff goes away for 28 days, but you can bring it back at the end. It's really to help you gain control over your eating, as well as understand how foods affect you. So you kind of clean house and you go back to foods in their natural state. And I think one of the most important skills people can learn about making small changes that count is learn how to read a food label. And I think the most important thing on a food label is the ingredient list and knowing how to understand an ingredient list. So these are some of the things that we'll talk about. But it's learning how to eat whole foods. And as you go through the process, you just start to see how your body responds. And we do that for 28 days. And then after 28 days, we start to rotate things back in. And I think that people learn that they can eliminate certain foods that they don't like how they feel once they bring them back in. They learn maybe they really like that food but don't like how it makes them feel, so they limit it.
Yep.
Or they rotate it. But you really don't know how foods affect you until you stop eating them for a section of time and then reintroduce them. And what's good for you might not be good for me. And
Twinkies aren't good for you?
yeah, well, some foods we can kind of just know.
I like to eat preservatives to keep my skin young and fresh.
Yes.
Are you going to have any co-sponsors of this detox?
Well, I reached out to a couple of local businesses, and Bank Street Natural Foods was kind enough to give us a coupon so people can go shopping.
Good old Aaron.
Some
Thank
of
you, Aaron.
those natural foods there, as well as Faces by Shirley. I think that infrared saunas are an awesome way to detox, so we've got some coupons if people want to try that.
Nice.
And there's just going to be a bunch of support. There's meditation that we'll be doing, and I think the group dynamic of people sharing what's working, what recipes they've tried, what foods that they've bought that they are enjoying, those kinds of things really help as well.
Excellent. Excellent. And this is starting?
This is starting on March 20th, and I also want to let people know that the 28-day cleanse piece will wrap up just a day or two before Easter. So if for some reason that was a concern, that you'll know that you will be reintroducing foods back
So we can
by
go
that
Peeps.
holiday.
I can go back to Peeps.
I'm not sure you
and
want to
my
go with the
Easter egg
Peeps,
hunt.
but if you remember when we did that cleanse, we always shared out a little bit if people kind of fell off the wagon. And you went to the movies. Do you remember what you cheated on?
If I went to the movies, Twizzlers.
No, I thought it was Skittles. I thought you cheated on Skittles.
Probably because my kids bought them.
Yeah, probably.
See? I opted out to not purchase anything except something for my kids,
And-
because I choose to keep them in a toxic state.
And do you remember how they made you feel?
Horrible.
Yeah.
I think I fell asleep.
Yeah, you said you fell asleep in the movie.
I fell
and-
asleep. It is what it is.
Yeah.
That's the effect that sugar has on the system.
And almost everybody falls off the wagon at some point in the 28 days, and that's really kind of a learning experience that most people will say whatever it is they thought they couldn't wait to have didn't taste as good as they thought it was going to taste, and it really made them feel
Right?
sick.
Yeah.
And that's the piece that people learn by doing this cleanse and not eating certain foods for 28 days.
Sounds like fun.
It is.
And educational.
Totally.
Which is the whole purpose of Phys-Ed.
Yes.
Right? So that being said, it's been a pleasure chit-chatting.
Likewise.
28-day detox. Look for it. And then if it goes over well, then maybe we'll run it again.
I would love to.
And maybe we can bring the camera in for one of the meetings just so people can see what's going on in there.
That would be wonderful.
Just so they can get some ideas and maybe spark the flame of detox excitement. And then maybe some educational videos down the road. Because I can do everything in my power as a trainer to get someone going in the right direction, give them exercises, corrective exercises, postural correction and all that stuff as I'm sitting over here sloped. It's the nutrition thing. So if we make it a regular nutrition online kind of thing where we say, hey, you know what, we're going to talk about what are the purposes of these gel packs over here. Well, sugar is not good for it. However, maybe under the certain circumstances, a gel pack might be the right thing to do. And why? Maybe it doesn't have to be caffeinated, right?
Oh, and just to let you know, caffeine, I do allow caffeine in the cleanse.
Yay!
Because I found that was what scared people away from doing the cleanse, that more than anything else. I will encourage people to give it up halfway through if they can.
I think
optional.
That's the headache that comes with the caffeine withdrawal, which should tell you something right there, that if you're coming off of something and you end up with a wicked headache, then you got a little bit of a problem going on there.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Okay.
All right.
I think that's it. I don't even know I don't have a closing statement. Do you have a closing statement?
See you at the cleanse.
Okay, we're going to go with that.
Bye.
22 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
I feel old. You still look good though.
You know what? You look not so bad yourself.
You're a liar. You know what? I can see it. Don't lie to me. Lie to the camera.